everybody. Today I'm just going to show you real quickly the power of octaves. Octaves are the way to make a song sound incredibly more powerful and big or grand. So instead of playing a song with just single notes, playing it with octaves can make it sound a bit more advanced. So pretty much this is one of the reasons that a lot of times younger students find classical music more challenging, or considerably more challenging, is because they cannot reach the octave interval. Anything past the octave, which would be a 9th interval or a 10th interval, or for those who are really talented, those 11th interval people, you basically can add a bit more texture and color to the music that you play. But for most people with normal sized fingers, octaves are pretty much as big as we go. It doubles up the sound of your music. Octave is an 8th interval. Whatever you're hitting on the bottom is what you're hitting on the top. So even if then you're hitting an E flat, you have an E flat up here. Okay? Both hands, same thing. Is your thumb's on an E flat here, your pinky's on an E flat up here, octaves. Now, let's just go over just a few little exercises to make it so that you can actually navigate with your octaves even better. So the number one thing to do is just do like a C scale with your octaves. You can start with just your right hand so you can focus on your right hand. Grabbing the octave, you try to curl that pinky and curl it around that note. And for some people who have smaller fingers, you might even have to come to the very edge of the piano, the very edge, and you grab it as such. For anybody else that like stretches, it's just like a ballerina at the bar. Constantly then trying to make your hand go flat right here by pushing your hand against the side of the notes. And you can end up stretching your fingers. Don't, obviously, if you feel strong pain, stop doing it. But you should feel that stretching sensation by constantly trying to increase the distance from the tips of your thumb to the tips of your pinky. Now, octave is pretty much the main goal, but as you can see, if you continue to do this, you can reach a 9th interval, 10th interval, and even an 11th interval. And just to reach that over the top, you can just grab the edge. Once you have stretched enough, though, and you are able to reach the octave, you curl your pinky and your thumb and play it as such. One of the things I like to tell my students, and Black Notes, you all know this, but when you are playing a song with the octave, imagine your pinky hitting like just micro milliseconds before your thumb. The lead note is the highest note. That's what the audience's ear is drawn to. So when you're actually playing a riff such as this, you actually want to imagine that pinky just playing a little bit before the thumb. It should be so small that your ear cannot detect it, but you're actually leading with your pinky into your notes rather than your thumb leading. It is the pinky that leads. So like I said, let's get back into this, this first exercise of doing just a C scale, but with octaves. Take your time. Precision is what you're looking for. It's not worth it to do this. Make sure that you're curling. Individual notes are locked in place. And you want to be able to go up and down. I recommend putting on a Bugs Bunny or a Mickey Mouse cartoon and watching it for 2.5 minutes while you do this over and over. And try to do your best then to look up or close your eyes. Don't even look at the piano. Look up. Feel the notes and feel the intervals. Then incorporate your left hand. Then do your hands together. To increase your speed, one of the next things you can do is, instead of playing it blocked in unison all at the same time, try your left hand, then your right hand. Then flip it. Try your right hand, then your left hand. Right hand, then left hand again. That way, it will increase your accuracy and precision for when you're actually then picking up the speed. Keep your fingers very close to notes. Do not Liberace it by lifting your hands up here. And also don't let gravity kick your butt by really bang hard and just play hard. Use the muscles in your arms. Keep your shoulders up. Make sure your feet are balanced. So that way you can go and support the weight of your body so that you can actually control and even play light. The closer you keep your hands to the notes, the faster you'll be able to move. So you can do it with this, and I recommend doing it with all your scales. Try it with an E scale. Every single scale you can do, good. good, go for it. The next thing though is to also do it chromatically. So do it with half steps. Also, try to do it contrary to each other. Move one hand to the right, one hand to the left. You can also do it broken. So that means your bottom fingers first, then your top fingers. You can then also try it alternating, left hand then right hand. You do it backwards, top to bottom. That one's considerably more tricky, I find, okay? And then what you can also do is then, instead of doing everything linear into a line of going up and down, break it up. Maybe up a third, down a second. Broken. Also try chromatically then. Just randomly find notes. Trying to get used to do is find your precision and find your accuracy. Your eyes, for the most part, should be looking in the center. So you're seeing this out of the corner of your vision. For the most part, a lot of you guys probably are right-handed. So therefore, if you are keeping an eye on something, keep it on your left hand and feel with your right hand. As a lot of the black students, and actually even blue and green students should know, we have 3 weapons that we use: our eyes, our ears, and then feeling, our hands. So one of the things you can also do is put on some noise-canceling headphones and just see if you can feel your way around the piano instead of actually hearing what you're hitting, but just feel. Another thing to do, obviously, is, like I said, look up. Don't look at your hands, just feel them. So this is one of the big things that you can just do to be able to increase your accuracy, and then any song that you play, you should be able to add octaves. Once you have the octaves down, we'll check out another video that I have posted, and it talks about right hand harmonies, because a lot of times once you have the octave, you can fill the inside of your hand with the harmonies. I'm constantly moving the octaves, but inside you can fill it up with harmonies and get a nice full-bodied sound. Of course, we know we can do split keyboards where you're jumping with octaves. Harmonies on the inside. Bonus clip, something that I like to do just for fun. Again, it's just good for accuracy. It's a little showy. It's kind of annoying though, especially now with technology. You might as well just use, use some of the pads that actually make it so that your keyboard pulses or adds a delay effect. But if you do a broken octave in the left hand and then a broken octave in the right hand on the same note, you create a double sound with your thumbs. So if you do this, like up the third, down the second, like we talked earlier. And just increase the speed. What you're trying to do, just like a percussionist should, we're trying to create that nice broken sound. Don't let it blend. One at a time. Start off slow. Randomly go wherever you want. Again, just broken notes, and this just enhances our octave position even more. Hope this video helps out, and I hope that now your music sounds even more full because you're playing with your octaves. See you next time.